Lou in St. Clair Shores, Michigan. Lou, I suspect you have not read the opening of Article 1, Section 8, or the preamble, if what you're going to say is what I think you're going to say. But go ahead and say
all
it.
I know is, I don't know, I just turned you on and you're talking about these agencies being in the Constitution. You sound like you're making a case to get rid of Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, food stamps, all that. It's not in the Constitution.
Why is that?
Give money to people.
That's all in the Constitution.
Where does it say that? No, it's not. Where does it say to give money to people for all that in the Constitution?
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice. Now, perfect union, we can argue what that means. Establish justice, I think we can agree that means we're going to create a court system. Ensure domestic tranquility, we're going to provide for police and army. Provide for the common defense, obviously we're going to create an army. Promote the general welfare. What does that mean?
Yeah, no, you're just stretching that. Yeah, where does it say give money? Where does it say give money to promote general welfare? Where does it say that? I don't know. You're the one who...
Let me read to you. Well, first of all, that's one time, okay? Here's the second one. Article 1, again, this is powers given to Congress, okay? Article 1, Section 8. Powers granted to Congress. Congress shall have the power to lay and collect taxes, in other words, take your tax money, duties, imposts, and excises, to pay the debts and provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States. That's how it opens. Here's how it closes. The last sentence, this is our, sentence 18 of Article 1, Section 8. To make all laws which shall be necessary and proper for carrying into execution the foregoing powers and all other powers vested by this Constitution in the government of the United States or any part or officer thereof. Okay, so there we have it. Now, let's ask one of the guys who was at the convention, who literally was at the convention, at the Constitutional Convention, Alexander Hamilton. And somebody that I'm not a fan of. Alexander Hamilton was a conservative of his era. He was a Federalist. He was an opponent of Thomas Jefferson, but he won. People say we quote Jefferson, but we live in Hamilton's America. Hamilton was one of the principal authors of the Constitution, and in fact, it was Alexander Hamilton and James Madison who wrote the Federalist Papers, which sold the Constitution in 1788 and 1789. They're the ones who talked America into ratifying it. They were there when it was written. They were there when it was debated. Their words make up the Constitution that I just read to you. You with me so far on all this?
I'm listening.
Okay. So let's ask Alexander Hamilton. This is from his 1791, when he was Secretary of the Treasury in the George Washington administration. This is after he had been through the debates, after he helped write the Constitution, after he sold the Constitution. He's now one of the most powerful men in America. He is the Secretary of the Treasury in the George Washington administration. And he writes a letter to the President and to Congress calling for the appropriation of money to help bootstrap new industries in America, to literally, say, hey, we need a solar industry, let's put some money into it. And it's called bounties on manufacturers. This is the continuance of bounties on manufacturers, long established, must almost always be he goes through this whole thing, okay? It's a temporary expense, blah, blah, blah. It's going to create this. And then he gets into the terms, he says, the terms general welfare in the Constitution, and I'm reading his words, word for word, were doubtless intended to signify more than was expressed or imported in those which preceded. Otherwise, numerous exigencies incident to the affairs of a nation would have been left without a provision. The phrase is as comprehensive as any that could have been used, because it was not fit that the constitutional authority of the Union to appropriate its revenues should have been restricted within narrower limits than the general welfare, and because this necessarily embraces a vast variety of particulars which are susceptible neither to specification nor of definition. It is therefore of necessity left to the discretion of the national legislature to pronounce upon the objects which concern the general welfare and for which, under that description, an appropriation of money is requisite and proper. And it seems to be no doubt, no room for doubt, that whatever concerns the general interests of learning, of agriculture, of manufactures, and of commerce are within the sphere of the national councils as regards an application of money. Got it? It's right there in the Constitution. Lou, read it.
It doesn't say if they're that concerned about...
It's the reason why George Washington signed into law a bill. George Washington signed into law a bill providing for housing, medical care, and food for poor people in Washington, D.C. It was under the General Welfare Clause. Welfare began with the Washington administration. Lou, look it up.